The age-old adage of helping an old lady cross the street, now the old lady could be working with the young niggas to get you kidnapped and robbed.
Mm-hmm. Or the old lady will tell you that she's fine because she don't know if you one of the kidnapping and robbing niggas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you be scared to come off a certain way
Yeah.
to help.
I be wanting to just go up and be like, you know what? I was raised right. I don't feel like you out here with this, you know what I'm saying, in this cold weather. You shouldn't be out here. Just let me finish this for you. You ain't even got to give me a tip. I'm just going to do this for you because I was raised right. She'll let you do it.
Mm-hmm. And then you rob her.
I told you I didn't need any money. Just everything you got. Oh, no, I should have said no. Yes, you should have, because now you outside on your own.
I can't believe it, Jesus.
I can't believe it.
Yo, it's the MalloryBrosPodcast, episode 185.
Yeah, well, hold up. Who is that? Who is that sitting
185?
there? In the flesh. It's not just a photo of him.
Back in this bitch and I'm back on my shit and they
Told me be humble. I'm cocky as hell. Back straight from DR.
It's I don't have a tan.
Yeah.
I wasn't out in the sun.
I told him he should have wore like a beach shirt or something and had more of a vibe.
Yeah. I honestly have to do some pod shopping because I'll be looking in my closet like, wore that on the pod, wore that on the pod, wore that. And I just be throwing shit on.
And y'all know Terrell used to be that guy with the, I feel like he used to have a little bit more motion.
Nah, you have a baby. Let me tell you something. That shit will definitely take away from your personal if you let it. You see that? If you let it.
And that's it.
And that's it. But episode 185.
Like a head of lettuce.
Anyway, episode 185. Happy Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody got a solid start to their week. It's been cold everywhere on the East Coast. I don't know if, and let me tell y'all something, that's also been an adjustment.
Yeah.
I was just in DR where it's 87 degrees. I'm out there joint with shorts, sweating, mosquitoes.
He was out there joint feeling real good.
Man, and then to come back, when we touched down to Atlanta, first of all, Jackson Hartville Atlanta Airport is ridiculous.
Insane. That Bojangles is grimy as fuck, but it's fire.
They get it. They know the recipe up there.
Because look,
and
anything you eat before a flight is fire, but
I called myself trying to be healthy. I said, let's go to TGI Fridays. I get the salmon. That shit was trash.
Shit was trash. You said we should have went to the Bojangles, just stood in the line.
We should have just, and I should have.
Y'all went to the Fridays?
Yeah.
Tripping. I've never, all right, well, yeah, we did. We went to.
If you ever have a 2-hour plus layover.
Oh, yeah. All right, bet.
Go to Fridays.
Yeah.
You'll knock an hour out.
Travel day.
Once we touched down Atlanta, bro, it was so cold when we just walked. I was like, fuck this. Fuck all of this.
Fuck this.
Got back, my truck was covered in snow. The parking lots, it's snow everywhere.
You get in your car and it's cold as fuck. Me and Candace, we left last night your joint. We said, fuck this cold, this fucking cold. Look, because the bad thing about the cold, when you get out your car, when you leave the hot, nice warm building, you walk out in the cold,
Yeah.
and you get in your car, and you basically just sit in the same cold. You gotta hope your shit warm up. That shit is the worst.
That's why, I used to have a Mercedes. I know I used to drive a Mercedes. I love Mercedes. Mercedes is my favorite. And,
Sound like
you got a Mercedes. Everybody that drive Mercedes know if you put the heat on, unless y'all got them low models, but if you put the heat on, you can put that motherfucker on 4 or 5. It's not gonna blow cold air at you. Cause they know. They think about shit like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I ain't gonna blow a fucking windstorm of cold air at you.
That reminds me of like my Bugatti. Like my Bugatti in the back, it don't blow heat at all. Because the engine's so hot, they just open a little vent fan on the back and just let the heat in. Y'all know, right? Don't y'all know about that?
But I would
Fuck out of here. Don't nobody care about your Benz story.
I was just saying that because I missed.
We better start operating this podcast for the real ones. And I don't think everybody on
real
that
ones
listens to
can't
this
get a Benz.
podcast
First of all,
has a Benz.
You could get Benzes are not that expensive.
And y'all see how Terrell
I'm not saying in my Maybach or my S550.
I'm giving you smoke because you saying I used to have a Benz. I used to have a Benz. You didn't want to think about the Benz.
And I'm telling y'all now because I don't have a Benz no more. So now what, niggas? I'm regular.
Yeah, he's regular. He had regular gas.
I'm back on regular gas. Not for long though. Wait till next year. Wait till my B-Day.
You know what, Terrell? You wanted to start with some Tech Corner shit. I got some Tech Corner shit for you. Because it's so cold out here. You heard about them Teslas freezing up? Damn, I never talked to you about that.
Yes.
Yeah. You never talk. You see about the charging port apparently freezing, motherfuckers can't move. Damn, I never talked to A-Train about that.
Fun fact, y'all. I got me and my fiance. She traded her car in. We went in. She got a Tesla, and we ended up taking that joint back just because the amount of time we had to charge that joint, like the charge. I don't know. You really gotta do your research. That's all I'm gonna say. But we grateful we took that joint back after seeing those stories, bro. That's hell.
I definitely think if you don't have a house, maybe it's not the best time to get a Tesla unless you want your I'm staying here for this long, renting a car type shit.
Yeah, now complex, even though your complex, like our complex had the charging ports for it,
you gotta pay for that shit.
It's still just not. It wasn't the best for the distance that she was driving.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, basically, I'm sorry, we never gave context. A lot of these Teslas are struggling in the cold as they do, and your battery runs more in the cold.
I guess
that shit is the worst.
That shit makes sense. Let me say this real quick. Episode 185. If you're watching this on the Mallory Bros YouTube visual podcast, y'all know it's funny. We've had so many ups and downs the last couple weeks as far as the podcast, as far as like technical difficulties that are out of our control. The first week, Terrell's mic just stopped working mid-pod. When we record like this, y'all, we don't necessarily... Y'all think it's a big-ass team of people back there, don't y'all? Sometimes it be A-Train. That's it. Me. So we didn't see that.
It.
Look, the next week we lost the visuals because we were using this battery adapter that fucked it up. Then I think, look, another week goes by, and then next thing you know, this nigga Terrell's not here. So all I'll say is this. For the people that have remained locked in with us through all of this, hit the subscribe button, dog, because I feel like, we're dedicated to keeping this thing going. Obviously, we done switched to a whole new channel, and we feel like a lot more of y'all are watching than subscribe. You might as well just get the noti when we pop up, subscribe. I want to see that bad boy say like 30K or something like that.
No, yeah, we had 14,000 subscribers over here. We trying to get at least to...
Because I feel like y'all tune in. Y'all just not hitting subscribe. Some of y'all on y'all phone right now and aren't subscribed. And think about it. What do it take? It ain't gonna take no money from you to hit subscribe. We just gonna be popping up on your shit.
We'll take some money from you elsewhere.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
I'm selling my
if you will
snack packs out my trunk. I got chocolate pudding and Doritos.
We was in the Costco. We was in the Costco and I walked past that little candy joint we used to get. Remember we was selling candy?
Who is we?
Women we used to sell.
Who is we? Terrell, you never sold candy. What are you talking about? I sold candy. You didn't. You watched me. You were a Pusha T, and I was his cousin. So if you rebuke me for getting a couple of M's or a couple of V's, what do you really think about the nigga that's helping your beats? While I was pushing Skittles and Snickers bars, you was helping grandmas across the street to get up in their cars. When I was selling Reese cups and Lifesavers, you was drowning in a pool. He was looking around for a lifesaver.
Nah, yeah, that's what his life like. Shotgun. Anyway, nigga,
oh my God, hold on, wait. I heard Shotgun say a crazy one where he was like, I forget, but he had said some insane things with that scheme.
Yes, bro. I'll tell you, he made a complete turnaround. I saw the candy box.
I'm gonna say it because I remembered it.
You remember? All right.
He said, "What is life like?" While you was playing with Mr. Potato Head, I was trying to put a potato head on something like that. While you was trying to put a nose on a potato head, I was trying to put a potato head on a nose.
Nah, that shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Shit was battle rap. Me and Terrell go back to the OG days.
Nah, I'm gonna tell y'all,
rap.
we about to do a video on the. I can might as well say because we're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, 100.
We're gonna do a video on the best bars from this past year of battle rap. They got a compilation out, and since people asked for it, we'll do it. But I saw the candy box that we used to sell, or I guess you. I feel like I sold.
Terrell, I don't know why you keep saying you feel like you sold. You never did.
I feel like I used to be like, yo, we got them for $1. Anyway, I seen the box. That same box with the Skittles, this, that, with the Starburst and They got the exact same one. I tell
Exact same one.
I was like, they've been selling this for 20 years.
I used to make plays on that joint. Terrell like Tariq. He was dead, but
Tariq, low key.
You like Tariq before.
Tariq, low key, getting dirtier than Ghost was. Let's talk about it.
Terrell, you always say shit like this and it kills me because Tariq moving drugs in college. Ghost was actually dealing with real
Ghost was trying to get out the game.
motherfuckers.
I'm dealing with different connects, nigga. Ghost had truth. Lobos and them, he was trying to get out. He worried about pussy.
I tell y'all this. Ghost managed to fix every issue he created in his life except one. And you know what it was? The one thing he could not figure out. He could figure out everything. He figured out his side chick, figured out his wife. He even managed to be able to pursue his side chick, have a wife, run truth. This nigga was on some government shit, working with Councilman Tate. He had everything under control, killed Tommy's girl, or you know what I'm saying, had everything in motion.
Tommy killed his girl.
But
like, you right though.
The only thing he could not control was Reek. You could see it on his face. He did not get why this nigga wanted to be like him. He's like, you can literally see the frustration. I think this is another thing I wanted to say, random, and I know we are off on our random shit right now. Omari Hardwick should have walked into a 5-movie deal after doing Power. Like, he is such a good good lead character. I don't know why we didn't see more of him after that.
This is my if I could have had it my way, I think this would have been dope. Imagine the role that T.I. played in Takers, but you take T.I. and put Omari Hardwick there.
He could do a role like that.
He would have smoked it way more than T.I.
100%.
Go back and look at it. T.I. was annoying as fuck.
Cause you could tell I'm a rapper, but I'm come up here and I learned a bunch of big words. So nigga, what you want?
I just watched Takers.
Let's see who else auditioned.
You not believable as this guy.
Yeah, it's like when Quavo.
I never felt like you was going. You sold me on the snake shit though. I'm about to play these niggas, but you just didn't.
Okay, I mean, hey, that's that movie was that color though. Yeah. Cause he sold you on ATL. I mean, not. He sold you on Rashad.
100%. No indictment on T.I.
No, yeah. But I would love to have seen Omari Hardwick go and be in another movie. I mean, you was in the Ava DuVernay joint before, the Middle of Nowhere joint where you were doing independent films. I want to see him do more because I feel like he's talented. But he has other aspirations.
The nigga we introduced to the nigga in Gridiron Game. Remember, hey Trey, who did this? When they killed Roger.
That was the first time that I feel like that was the first time that I seen him. I said, oh, he's a legend. Because I said, this is the next level gangsta ass nigga that we need. All right, look, let's move forward. Episode 185. Tap in, hit the subscribe button, and we're going to keep saying it all episode. And I'm going to stamp it like that.
Stamping it like that. Let me tell you this. Let me ask this. We start here. It's a tweet that was going around, y'all. And I wanted to talk about this because I know Terrance we always clash on stuff like this. But the tweet said, fellas, vent to your girl. They do care. And it was a bunch of, the guys got in their bag about how you can't vent to your girl. You can't do this and that because they going to use this shit against you. The moment you say you went through some shit with your puppy as a child, the moment you get pissed off or she get pissed off at you, she going to say, maybe you need to go and buy a puppy, nigga. And that is actually true. That does happen. But what you think about that? Before I say, I'm going to ask you what you thought about.
The first thing that I'll say is if you ever saying anything they said, it's going to be received by the masses like you are simping or trying to appeal to the other side of whatever you talking about. Like, for example, this nigga saying, that's like saying, fellas, get your girl flowers. They like flowers. Or, fellas, actually listen when your girl is talking. We all know what you're doing when you do that. You trying to, yeah. Like, come on, bro. What'd he say? Vent to your girl. They do care. Bro, and this for all my fellas out there. Your girl 100% cares about how you feel. Your girl do not want to hear you vent. Your girl want to know how you feel. Your girl doesn't want to hear you vent. Your girl will listen to all of it. But when you talk about the ladies, your girl wants to know how you feel, bruh. She don't want to hear you vent. If you take that advice, you'll have a successful marriage and a ring on the finger in less than a year.
I don't know.
Look, buy my ebook online.
That's what he doing. Peddling bullshit to sell a book.
In the book, buy version 2 and really find out how to get the ring. You done read 500 pages.
Oh, I got a headache.
Damn, really?
I don't know why.
Even Rosemary, even Leanne Sealy. We don't give a fuck. Let's pod, nigga. This bitch ass nigga gonna come out from DR. And you see what they said they had smoke because he was talking shit. They said, how dare he talk all of that shit on the podcast and then not show face.
I stand on everything I said.
And I don't even remember what I said, nigga.
Did you see Mos Def? You seen what he did?
I thought I was sitting next to Mos Def for a minute. Word is bond, God. Word up. Come on, finish your.
No, let's not get off track. So you don't think you should vent to your girl?
I don't think you should vent to your girl. I think you should just tell her how you feel. It's two different things. Example, let's say you feel like your job got you fucked up. They trying to fire you. They always saying that you late. You not even coming late. You feel me? You at home, you upset, and your girl say, yo, what's up? You say, I'm just dealing with this bullshit at work. And she say, okay, bet, talk to me. This is where every man needs to think about the next steps. Whatever you about to say next, fellas, and this is important, this is key. Let's say you haven't thought about your your out or your fix to this situation. Then, in my opinion, you should leave it right there. I got some bullshit I'm dealing with at work, but it ain't nothing. What is it? Look, you don't want to be the nigga that says, no, it's nothing, don't worry about it. But then you sitting there, as fuck.
It's obviously something.
Yeah. But I feel like you can tell your girl how you feel about the situation. I'm at work. I feel like they sleeping on me. You know what I'm saying? They always acting like that I'm coming late and stuff like that. But, it's whatever. You see how we always make it seem like we got it?
Yeah.
Because low-key, I feel like that's the behavior that you have to have. Because let's say you end up in a even more of a, situation. Like, I don't think you should leave your girl thinking that you are tripping on some shit.
So hold on, wait. I can't. If my job got me fucked up,
yeah,
I'm gonna come home and tell my girl about it. That's my refuge. Work when the world presents war, you're supposed to be refuge for your person.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't go to my refuge now for refuge. I gotta.
It ain't really. Well, nah. Nobody's saying. Cause see, you know what we always do? We always say don't vent to your girl, and then we bring up having a bad day. That ain't really venting.
When else do you vent? Who the fuck vent when they having a great day?
Nah, I'm saying like venting to your girl could also be like, let's say, fellas, let's say your mom is, oh, you need some agua.
I be trying to tell the nigga without cutting him off. Leave the joint up here. Did I say it right? Agua? Yeah. You said it like, oh, he needs some agua.
Hey, look, but let's say your mom is tripping on you getting new lights for your car, right? And you like, every time I talk to my mom, she asks me for these new lights. Like, why do you keep asking me this? Like, every time I ask you, you ask me for new lights. I don't get it. I'm gonna get the new lights. You could do that to your girl one time. Dog, venting is expressing. And sometimes you're gonna repeat. And that's the part that I feel like you want to dodge. You don't want to be in a situation where you're complaining about, because that's what your girl's gonna do. You don't want to sit there and be complaining about some shit with no type of fix. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To me as a man, I feel like if you don't want your girl making little small decisions for you and trying to figure shit out for you, like you could tell your girl, I just feel like it's a mess in here and I'm always leaving shit sitting around. If you don't tell her what you about to do about that, she gonna think she need to do something about that. So guess what? When she come out the room and she sees shit sitting around, she gonna start picking it up so that you don't worry. But also, that is her taking care of your bullshit that you need to deal with. and your girl, do you disagree with that? Because you don't want to burden your girl with like, damn, I don't want him. Because your girl will burden herself with not wanting you to be in this funk you in. Because you told me what was wrong with you, but he didn't really say that he had anything to fix it. So like, I'm going to try to help him out.
No, yeah, I do think you should vent a certain way. But I think venting, I think you should, because it's not on you. I feel like it's you right, but at the same time, people don't know how to successfully not vent. You know what I'm saying? They just internalize it into like, I bet I'm about to just bottle all of this up, not say shit, trying to be a man.
I feel like,
yeah. I'll say this. I think you should vent to your girl.
I feel like we talked about this
But I feel like you gotta have the right space. I feel like you know how like it has to be a safe space for you to vent. And I'll say that. Like I feel like I can vent to my girl. I feel like I can vent to my girl about anything. But it's a safe space. You know how they say you gotta have a safe space to
Terrell,
be
you do
in
not
your...
feel like you can vent to your girl about everything.
I do. Maybe not every single thing, but I do. Like if I have a fucked up day, if you get on my fucking nerves and we have a blow up or whatever, I can vent to her about it. She's not gonna be like, this nigga's fucking,
Yeah. Or you know what, fellas? Get used to venting about shit that you fixed. That feels good.
Nah, because you don't always have a fix for the vent. What if, like you said, they fucking you over at work? You need your person to get you through that, but only if it's a safe space. You gotta know if your girl is vent-toable.
I look at it like this.
I think you should, hold on, let me say this. Pay attention to how the person responds while you're venting.
Okay.
If you venting to somebody and they're always matching your vent with their vent, they're not the person you should vent to. And that's whether it's your girl or your friend or whoever. If you say, yo, I just had a fucked up day, this is what happened, and they're like, yo, I had a fucked up day too. And then you're like, yeah, it's crazy. When I was whatever, my ex, my boss, she XYZ. And then they say, oh, you think that's bad? Let me tell you what happened to me. My boss, don't vent to that person. Because now y'all just having a fucking depression Olympics. If your girl doing that,
or anybody who talks like that. If you watching this, if you talking to somebody, right? And it's this book called Mindful Listening, right? It's a good book. It's made for like.
Oh, you should read it.
Everybody should read that book, 100%.
You read it?
No.
We can tell.
I haven't got through it, but I read some of it, yeah, for sure. I can't say that I read it because I have only read it in the beginning of it. But if somebody's talking, like if I say, oh my God, my head hurts. I had to work all day. This shit is insane. And somebody say, your head hurts. I got my leg hurt. I had to do this all day. I'm telling you, that is the most hardest person to talk to because it's like, I'm just going to say some shit and you're just going to respond with your version of it. And now I could either say nothing or respond to your
right.
shit. Damn, I got a headache. I got a leg ache.
It's like, all right, now we're not, nobody's going to
So what happened to your leg? I was running down the We don't give a fuck. Did you not hear me say I had a headache?
And you will fuck around with that person and be the one listening to them vent. And your whole shit is just, that's why I say it gotta be a safe space.
I'll give you this example though. This is how I look at venting to your girl. Imagine it's this big ass monster machine about to crush you or something, right? And right before you die, you get swooped up by Spider-Man. He saved you.
Okay.
And he says, don't worry, man. I'm going to put you down right here. In just a second.
Terrance,
right?
Okay.
He puts you down and he says, woo. Yeah, that was tough. You know, all the fucking traffic getting here, and then I ran into these clouds, and then it was like all of this bullshit. Then I had to go home and eat. And then once I heard that you were in danger, I'm like, oh shit, I had to go get my jacket, and then I put my suit on. You wouldn't give a fuck. You really would not give a fuck for real. You would hear him out because he saved you.
And you know what
You would hear him out because he's a hero.
And you know what happens in your movie? Spider-Man kill himself because nobody will listen to
Terrell,
him.
y'all gotta stop doing this. It don't
That's
say,
just a
fellas.
fact.
It does not say don't vent. It says don't vent to your girl. This is why, low-key, fellas, I'm gonna keep it 100. This why you gotta vent to that old nigga at your job or the old woman at your job. Y'all know who I'm talking about. It don't matter what race they are. That's the person that you say, hey, she don't get it. We both sitting here with our name tag on. He's supposed to be doing his one-on-ones or his e-learnings. But I'm sitting here telling him, and let me tell you what else she did. Remember what I told you last week about the butter biscuits? Same shit. He needs to know all of my shit. Not my girl. Even if it's shit outside of my relationship. I feel like you said, there are safe spaces to vent. Terrell, most of your work venting and life venting you do with me. You don't do it with G.
That's not true.
You would be surprised how much you don't. I'll say that. I won't say most because you're right. Y'all on real lifetime. However, you would be surprised how much shit you know as a man. I don't need to bring it to G.
Nah, you know what? That is true. I will say that. That is true.
Because you got to be Spider-Man. You got to be like, yo, everything's going to be okay.
There's certain shit that
when you need me.
Yeah, especially because she be having her own shit. It's like, what I'm going through versus what you going through.
Yes. Because fellas.
I'll take mine because I always want to be the safe space for her. But
that's it.
Fellas, we got to be careful because trying to be the safe space all the time, you will fuck around and you will be in a fucked up space.
No, you won't.
Because and y'all
don't have shit to do with your girl, in my opinion. You know what another
part of this whole conversation is? We don't talk to each other for real as men.
That's it.
We get together, and what do we talk about? The shit that we always talk about. Your girl, whatever. But if you depressed, or if you feel like you in a dark-ass space, how many times, fellas, do you be with all your men? Y'all could be watching the game. Y'all got wings, whatever, for the game. When will one of y'all talk about y'all depression? We don't do that.
Nah, we not because...
We'll talk about our girl getting on our nerves because we feel like you can relate. Yeah. We'll talk about being pissed off at work, maybe, if you can relate. But if you got some wild shit going on, or you know your parents is going through this, or you done broke up with this girl and these niggas think you good, y'all talking about women, but you really depressed. Yeah. You have your man ever be getting his shit off, but you can tell he's really affected?
Yeah.
Nobody advances the conversation to like how you feel because we trying to be, I'm good. I'm about to be back out in these streets with these bitches. Nobody advances the convo.
I mean, but like how? We've been having this convo for a long ass time. And like, I don't really see the room where you're going to say, okay, so-and-so, let's talk about our feelings. You know what I mean? It's like,
it's just the dichotomy of women and men. One thing I admire about the ladies will get together, they cry together, they'll tell each other they love them and cry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ladies get it off, and they have a lower suicide rate than us. Because we be bottling shit up, trying to be men and macho, and I gotta be the head of the household. I can't tell anybody what I got going on. And I feel like that was Bruh's point by saying, fellas, vent to your girl, and it went bad for him.
Because you can't vent to your girl. You cannot vent to your girl, because fellas, y'all need to understand that you run the risk of your girl will do shit because you said some shit and you ain't tell her to do it, and she's trying to look out for you, and it's like, no, bruh. I'm just trying to vent. But your woman is reactive, so she gonna try to look out for you, and you don't want that. Uh-huh. You might tell your girl, every time I fucking come home, my tires are fucked up. Like literally, every time I come home, fucked up. It's so annoying. The back road that I take, I don't know why they don't clean. You doing all of this bullshit, right? Your girl be like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? Women be like, they want to hear what we have to say, but also they have they're nurturers and caregivers so much, they want to look out for you, and they might do some shit you ain't asking for. So, fellas, that's where I feel like we say don't vent to your girl, because she also don't need to be included in everything. You could be talking about some shit that you about to fix, but since you chose to vent, she's like, oh, and you still didn't fix. You like, you ain't even supposed to know about that. Yeah. You know?
And girls don't play fair. I will say this. They don't know how to not be
petty as fuck.
Fucked up. And this is going to sound fucked up. Ladies, I'm not trying to generalize. But all fellas can relate. I'll tell you this. G probably not like I say this. We was, like, I forget what we was talking about. I end up saying, you got you going something. I said something about her or something. We were joking. And I said, your phone ended up dying quick. And she was like you on the game or something like that. And I was like,
whoa, she
wow.
kicked the fuck
I said,
out of you.
damn, we was playing. And I said, you know what? That's a very small example of how your girl will say some shit that's just fucked up.
Right, you'll
Y'all
be like,
could be,
ha, ha, ha,
you could
yeah.
be like, ha, ha, you, look, you got some, whatever on your face, you dirty as shit. And your girl will be like your,
like you every night before a shower. Let's not get me started. Hey, pass me the.
like your,
like
that back knee or whatever. You'll be like, damn, your girl will joke about some shit you really self-conscious about. I be getting my ass whooped on Call of Duty and my girl always be like, why not just stop playing for a while? Because I be getting pissed.
Yeah.
Right? Or she'll be like, hold on, wait. You know what's so annoying? That's the most annoying shit ever.
Your girl when you're losing on the game.
We getting our ass kicked, right?
Yeah.
She's not paying attention. We losing in domination 150 to 49, right? We can't capture a flag to save our fucking life. She back there on her fucking computer. She look up at the screen and go, are you on the red team or the blue team? So I don't hear. I'm just keep playing. Then she said, hold on, wait. Are y'all winning or losing? Are you on the red team or the blue team? I'm like, we're on the fucking blue team and we're losing. Damn it.
Yeah, mind your business, yo. That's how A-Train be. She'll be like, what are you doing? I might be like, I'm playing Madden. Oh, what team you got? Why?
I'm playing the game.
I'm playing the game. You know why? She's getting to the point where she's going to say, are you winning or are you losing? And I hate it because I be like, dog, if I'm losing, I don't want to answer.
This my shit. Look,
Losing, I know it.
and our game be our safe space. And when it's not being like a great space because you losing, the last thing you want is to have to explain the shit. So fast forward, we joking and you bring up my game that I'm losing. That's crazy.
Damn, yeah.
That's why I said they don't be playing fair, bro. They don't be playing fair. And we did what y'all did. Oh my God, it would be World War III.
It already is World War III when we do what they do.
And fellas, that's a very small level. Because I definitely can sympathize, and we'll move off of this. But I can definitely sympathize with the fellas that have said, yo, I don't got a good relationship with my mom, or I don't got a good relationship with my dad, or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you get in an argument with your girl about something completely different it could be about y'all relationship or something else. And she talking about how you got mommy issues. And that must be why you won't let me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's fucked up.
And fellas, that's the hardest gaslighting to take, I swear. Your girl, and this is just a thing with women, in my opinion. Y'all gonna say this is ridiculous. I am out.
Sorry, ladies.
I personally feel like a lot of chicks do what they can to not have to take an L. Especially when it comes to like just some back and forth arguing. You know what I mean? So like, sometimes they get into a last resort where they like, I gotta hit this motherfucker.
They gotta
where it
break
hurts.
glass. Yeah, they gotta break the glass and hit that button that they.
I was telling A-Train, I said, girls petty because they'll be like, you'll be like, I just got fucking stressed out because my fucking cousin passed away. My cousin passed. And they'll be like, I'm so sorry for you. But let you do her dirt. You know what I'm saying? Or let you get it talking to her crazy. You gave her ammo unknowingly with your cousin passing because she's going to say, maybe you're still grieving your cousin.
And that shit will have you hot as fuck. You will be so pissed off. That's when you just got to walk out, fellas. Put in the comments what y'all think. Like, are y'all venting to y'all ladies? Do y'all feel like it's a safe space? Or do y'all feel like most of the men felt where they're like, hell no. Somebody should tell them.
And I feel like that is a 2021 ass topic that Terrell started the podcast with y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. A lot of people weren't listening to this podcast in 2021. And it is still a very relevant conversation because we should be venting because the suicide rates say that we should be venting and open our mouths more. So if we need to talk about it in 2025, 2026, 2027, we will.
And we have a podcast you can go in 2021 and listen to because we've been rocking.
What's it called?
I don't know, but we definitely was potted in 2021.
You don't know the podcast called? Then it don't matter. Bitch,
Terrell, I'm not talking about a specific one.
You dress
Fuck out of here, Terrell. Fucking you look like a limo driver that just got off. Fuck out of here, boy. And you said I got a podcast that I do at night with my brother. Yeah, I got 2 rides this morning. One's going to a cemetery up in Crawford and one's going to a cemetery down in Lexington. But I'll be back with my podcast. You look like the garbage man boss. You walk in and they walk in and you sit at the table. How many trucks you on? No, you on 5. He's on curb duty. Oh no, Terrell, please.
Sam, what you look like, boy? You look like Benny from Sandlot. Fuck out of here, boy. You look like you could hit a mean home run and get an ice cream cone at the pool, boy.
He always say that I look like Benny when I wear certain shit. It's the color of this shirt. That's why he say
You
that.
look like Betty. You look like an absolutely great guy. Fuck out of here, boy. Y'all probably saw this. This was at the tail end of last week. But Gerard Mayo was hired as the Patriots head coach. For those who are not familiar with football, he's a black or was defensive linebacker coach or whatever. And he got the head coaching job in Boston, Massachusetts for the New England Patriots. And if y'all know anything
That's a crazy job to take.
If y'all know anything about Boston sports, they will be racist quick. Sorry, Celtics fans. Sorry, y'all already. Celtics fans know for sure. Everybody knows about the Celtics fans. But anyway, you got this black guy who takes a job as the head coach in a notoriously racist fandom situation. So, of course, they ask him, they asked the guy, do you see color? Right? Why the fuck would they ask him that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt like it was a relevant question. But he said, I do see color because I believe if you don't see color, then you can't see racism. And his comments were met with a lot of people that agreed. It was met with people that said that he was racist for saying that.
Nah, yeah. I mean, how do you feel? Do you agree with him?
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody that has dealt with racism before or has dealt with benign neglect will agree with what he said or see what he's saying. Because a lot of times when we have people that say they don't see color, it is kind of like they don't see racism. Because to say, oh, I don't see color or I don't look at the world in color, it's just to me, you're telling me that you're turning a blind eye to the very racist, establishment that built the country. Just like the lady Nikki Taylor, or whatever her name is, that's running for president said, we're not a racist country. We've never been a racist country. You running for president, indoctrinating people like that, saying shit like that. She will say, I don't see color. If you're a good person, you're a good person. But then you see it's always backed by some bullshit like that. So I was so happy he didn't take the Todd Bowles approach.
Nah, yeah.
Because they asked Todd Bowles,
and he said,
how do you feel about being one of the only black head coaches in the league? The second. It's just you and Mike Tomlin. He's like, I'm coaching football. I'm not worried about color. Oh, okay. We know exactly what type of nigga you are.
Whoa, hold up. I feel both sides of it, though, because my thing is like, are y'all going to ask the white coaches up here? You know what I'm saying?
Terrance, you just got on Dave about that.
No. I did not get on Dave about this. Because this is where y'all niggas get it wrong. I just got the head coach job, and y'all asking me about race. Ask me about football, and I can roll. I don't like when you're asked about being a black dude, when you say, nah, it's something else that Todd Bowles said that I didn't like, that he said. But, like, I feel like, I think it's a shame that he even has to answer that question type shit, because I feel like he's only being asked that because he's black. Like, I got on Dave. When Terrell said I just got on Dave for that. I got on Dave Chappelle for saying that Cat Williams he didn't come out and talk about no white comics. He just only talked about blacks. And I'm like, Cat Williams spoke on his experience. And he talked about the state of comedy. Like, Cat Williams didn't just go on a spree after Steve Harvey, after Cedric the Entertainer, after Ricky Smiley. He responded to things that was put out there by them on that very show. So I felt like Dave Chappelle was hating like shit. This situation is different because it's like, yo, okay, yeah, we black dudes and we finally getting these opportunities, But when they get these opportunities, they're faced with the fact, to me, asking me about my race is doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't like the question that was asked.
How do you feel being the first black coach here? That sounds like I got a bunch of doubt and a big ass weight to feel, even though it's true.
But that also gives you the opportunity to speak to that reality. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm the only if I start fucking doing some shit and I'm the only black person doing it in a place where they have stuff like the Rooney Rule, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That gives you the opportunity to say, yo, it's actually kind of crazy that I am. Like, and I think we need more. Not take the I don't see whatever approach. That's why I like what Gerard Mayo said, because he's standing firm on, I know very well how black I am in this job and where this job is. And I know very well about racism and what it is. Boston fans and New England fans and certain white folks didn't like that, because whenever you black and highlight racism, the first thing they do is call you racist.
Yeah.
Oh, he's bringing up race. He's racist. Or why is he bringing up race? Like, y'all, do y'all not know that they have a Rooney Rule in the NFL where it's a law that you have to at least interview a minority head coaching candidate?
Yeah.
That lets you know that there's an issue that they had to fix right there. And then you would say, oh, I don't see color. If you don't see color, then why is there a Rooney Rule? If it's racist, do y'all think the Rooney Rule is bullshit? Do y'all not think that a league that's majority black, having only 2 head coaches that are black, and then now I think we have 3 or 4 with DeMeco Ryans, Tomlin, him, and a couple. I think maybe we 4 or 5 now. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't think
Pierce,
Antonio Pierce? Y'all don't think that it's an issue? Y'all don't see the issue? Like, I feel like people are trying to make Gerard Mayo look like a racist guy, because that's what Boston fans fucking do.
Damn, they trying to make him look racist for saying that he does see color.
So yeah, what they're saying is, oh, since you see color, that means you judge people on their color. I don't do that. And they're trying to make him racist that way. This man is talking about how can see
It's
racism.
so fucked up because everybody judges everybody on appearance.
Like, yeah.
Sometimes our first judgments are wrong, you know? That's why you assume. That's like an assumption is really just a fake-ass judgment. An assumption is like a prejudgment. I'm going to assume you a good guy.
Yeah.
That's me making a judgment, Loki, because I could assume you was a bad guy based on what I see. So it's like, well, you're not going to go up to him and say, hey, how you doing?
No, yeah.
Sounds like a good guy. I'm going to check him out.
Exactly.
You look at a motherfucker first. So that's like, saying you don't see race, I definitely understand. It's like you're basically saying you're not acknowledging race.
That's what he
choose
said.
To ignore
if you don't, exactly.
Reality. I get that. I'm 100% with him. Shout out to that brother. I'm rooting for the Patriots.
I'm definitely rooting for them, especially him, because I feel like he have a target on his back. And you know what's crazy? Just to cap this off, I was sitting with my fiance and her father in DR. We had this outdoor restaurant. Where that's where I got the Yaroa, shout out to the y'all know. But anyway, I was telling him about the difference in the states, and I'm like, everybody you see out here is from DR, and they all have the same love for DR. If y'all all came to the States, y'all will all speak on DR the exact same way. Y'all culture's here, y'all built this, like it's y'all home, it's where you can say, yo, I'm from here, boom. And I was telling him, in the United States, it's just a bunch of people that are there. Because we was talking about how out there, bro, we was out there was not one car accident. You don't really hear many ambulances and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, if we were talking about how if this house caught on fire, everybody here would go to try and help that person. Or people would, do certain things to help. And I was telling him, like, in the States, people don't give a fuck about each other like that.
I don't think so. I think people will help burn.
I do think that there's a level of humanity we have. But I think from an overall perspective, people give a fuck about themselves and their family and their communities, but we just all live here.
Yeah.
Nobody is like, yo, I love America. And if you love America, you're normally a certain type of.
And you're saying this to say.
I'm saying it to say that that's the difference in how this is being received by Gerard Mayo, by a bunch of people.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I brought that up.
I definitely agree with him. I'm rooting for him this year.
100%. Did you want to talk about your guy? I feel like you got some crow to eat.
Who?
Man, your boy that went to the Target, set up his tripod everywhere.
I don't have any crow to eat with that dude.
We have. Okay, let me start off and then you can respond. We on this podcast for years have talked about how lifestyle content can sometimes be just cringe. because it be fake, or it's not. You're not really doing shit. You're going and you're putting on your Sunday best, and we said it about bruh. You put on your Sunday's best to go to the Target. You set up a camera everywhere. You get back in your car. You know what I'm saying? You're driving off without the tripod, and it became like a tripod joke. Over the weekend, I know y'all probably seen it, but the bruh, I believe his name is Drew Walls. Shout out to bruh because he turned it around. He got an NFL sponsorship for the playoffs, right? And now the joke that was running on him, they basically had him do the same thing, but now he not just going to Target for himself. He actually setting up for the playoff game, C.J. Stroud versus Lamar. And it was like, damn, the nigga got a bag. And everybody said he got a bag off the hate. And if y'all don't know, he always uses the Drake intro. Virginia Beach. So Drake himself, Drew Wall's favorite artist, ended up mentioning Drew Walls and did his own version of it where Drake was basically doing a bunch of the shit at his crib. And so what the talk of the TL is we all hated this nigga into success.
Yeah.
And so, only reason why I said it to you is because obviously that content that we think is cringe, there's a level of success you can get by doing it.
Terrell is telling me this, basically trying to say, you hated on his content and he went and got an NFL deal. See, you hated on his content and Drake did a video like his. He made it. Y'all see Terrell? He made it. He did not, and he's still very corny. And what y'all have to stop doing is y'all will act like because a nigga got a bag that what they're doing is not corny. That's like if I was hanging my nuts off the roof and dipping it in chocolate milk, right?
Why such crazy?
And that was going crazy on OnlyFans. What y'all say, oh, he's getting a bag, he's dipping his nuts. No. Y'all would say he's corny. And a lot of you men listening to this, y'all will really judge the sex workers and the people that do OnlyFans and stuff like that. Y'all say, that's not respectable or stuff like that. This is my thing. A bag doesn't always mean you're successful or it could just be that you caught a lick. I feel like a lick doesn't equal y'all thought this shit was corny, but this shit is actually, nah, it is still corny. Like, y'all got, like, this is another thing I was telling Terrell. The NFL deal is cool, but you think the NFL give a fuck about that dude in any way? You like a popping food truck that everybody managed to stop at before they walk in here. Oh, yeah, bet. Let us put some of our advertisements on your food truck stand right here. All right, bet.
But now,
think about how we pimping you.
He got a bag, though.
What's a bag if I'm giving you, all right, bet, how much does food truck make? $200? Bet, I'm going to give you $10 to put this right here. This nigga did not sign an NFL deal sponsorship where he's about to be getting endless bags. He's catching his lick. So my thing is this. We can't look at the fact that he got an NFL sponsorship and because Drake did the same thing he did, that he winning, because Drake is also the same corny nigga that'll take a picture with a little kid in the club flaunting money, took a picture with, what's his name? Finesse 2 Times son or some shit. Whose son was that? Isn't that Finesse 2 Times son?
It's like an FTG.
Whatever. Take a pic with that kid. He's the same nigga that'll go on the Bobby Altoff show. Same nigga that'll go and do, have Sexy Red up there. Same nigga that was running out the Ice Spice quick to take a picture. Drake is he's a great musician. But when it comes to shit like this, he be trying to be like funny. Like him doing this was a funny thing. But you see, this the bad thing about niggas like Drake. Can you imagine if Jay was on this type of time? Like it's a joke, but you're also a billionaire. And you joking with a nigga who doing this shit and we all said it was corny, right? Now Drake does it. It does not change the fact that this is corny. Drake, you think standing in front of him, like imagine Drake said, nah, I don't think this is corny. I think it's dope. Would that change everybody's mind? No. We thought it was funny that Drake actually did it. But dog, if this nigga does another video next week, when you see it, are you going to say, oh, you know what? This is actually dope. No, you still going to think it's corny. When he doesn't have the NFL sponsorship on his video and he's just like, yeah, looking at Selena or he looking at 5 Heartbeats, are y'all gonna think it's dope then? We have a bad habit of seeing that a nigga got a sponsorship or he got a handout from another nigga and we say, oh, he made it. But like, what is he doing? You know what I'm saying?
I think we do that in the black community a lot.
We do.
Niggas like Blueface that we literally laughed into a bag.
We definitely
Some of these TikTok joints, Bad Baddies, some of these people that we have single-handedly memed and laughed into bags.
110%.
And it doesn't change the fact that what they do is like Blueface is a terrible rapper. He's terrible. And we literally let that nigga, just because he said bust down Tatiana, and then maybe I think another track. Now he got a whole entertainment career. Look at, I hate to bring up Sexy Red in some of these acts that people think it's crazy or yo, that shit is wild.
Terrell hates to bring up Sexy Red.
Remember the period white girl?
Yeah.
Remember she was doing it on, we made her go viral.
Because it was
Why
corny.
are we making shit like this go viral? Because then they get successful. But
what is that girl doing now? Nothing.
I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of glad, even though I was one of the niggas that hated on the nigga. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front like I didn't hate. It was kind of dope to see that he got a bag.
It was, you know what? I say get your money, bruh. Everybody's making content with the intention of being able to like live off of it these days. So like, one thing I won't say is I won't hate and say that you're not getting your money. Get your money. I do still think this shit is corny. You know what I'm saying? And like, I respect the niggas that do it and that do it in a more authentic way. I feel like, you know, bruh be rooting for the fucking commercial. The commercial becoming on this nigga's acting like he rooting for something clapping. To me, it's just very corny because y'all used to make content and actually try to make it look like y'all was like actually living y'all lives. But now we know you just were trying to make some shit.
It's performative.
We know you're just making this for social media. And I think that's why people don't like it. Like, okay, you got hungry and you decided to go to McDonald's. You had to set your camera up for this, bruh? No, man. Like, it's one of those things where lifestyle content is dope. My boy Rashad, his name Rashad Little on Instagram. He does it well. Like, in my opinion. Like, I don't think that he's not doing it for... I'll tell you this. Some of these niggas, like this nigga here, you know that what you're doing is corny and cringy. Like, you was getting negative comments before your worst video or your most viral video. And you in the Target, niggas was saying, what the fuck is this on plenty videos before that. So you already know what you're doing. Like, there's a lot of people in this world that are doing content that they know is going to piss off a certain amount of people because it's corny, but they know they're going to get views. That's why when you call people out on their content, if the first thing that you say when you get called out on your content is about how many numbers you got, then we already know that that's what you all about. Like, if the first thing we say about, like, say you get criticism. Yo, I feel like y'all podcast was this. If anybody give me any criticism on my podcast, I'll really take in what they say because, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really thinking about the success of it. You know? I'm thinking about what you really listen to. I bet if you tell this nigga, man, these videos or whatever, why would you do this? Why do you do that? He gonna say, well, I mean, look at the numbers. Okay, bet, whatever. Because if it's that, I'm not gonna judge you or whatever because you just try and get a bag. And too many times these days, we'll confuse people for actually wanting to be an artist when really they're just trying to get a bag. That's it.
Not yet. The lifestyle content is still tough to watch because now I'm seeing more niggas do it. That's why I feel like, but you know what? Let me ask you this. This is kind of like turning the conversation to a different page. It seemed like the corny shit route is more successful for people than sometimes the being authentic route. You know? If you look at what happened with bruh,
I feel you.
It worked. Like, if his goal was I'm about to set this camera up and make lifestyle content and eventually I'll get sponsorship deals. I'll be able to live my life without going to a 9 to 5. I can just do all of this on my own and live off these sponsorship deals. If I get a $10,000 bag from the NFL, a $5,000 bag from Target, or this from that, dope. He's not cursing in the videos. It's just music playing. He's just shopping, setting shit up. So he's marketable to pretty much every demographic. It wasn't, oh my God, this is great. Let's blow this guy up on some Kabi LeMay shit. You remember Kabi LeMay, the dude that used to do this? The African guy? Never really says, he doesn't talk. He never says anything.
Yeah,
that dude. He would do that.
Yeah.
He's a millionaire. He's a millionaire now. But everybody loved his videos to the point where he blew up. This is different. This nigga's videos blew up because his engagement isn't like, oh my God, we love what you're doing. His engagement blew up because everybody was talking about how corny it was. But engagement ended up being engagement. So now it don't matter what people think about you. We about to make
that I disagree with.
The NFL, think about it though. He still got the numbers and it turned into what he wanted, just not necessarily the reception way.
I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Cause it was funny because he had Tiana Trump hit him, right?
I saw that.
And I said, ooh, if Tiana Trump, do you call her Tiana Trump or Tiana Trump? I've always said Tiana Trump.
If I did, I will vote Tiana Trump. It's Tiana, whatever.
If she's in the same room with a lot of you niggas would be sitting there shut.
Nah, yeah.
A lot of you nasty,
I feel like,
sick
hold on, wait,
niggas
nah,
will be standing there looking at her.
This goes back to what I said about Jasmine Cashmere. If you see Tiana Trump,
I know who you are.
That's a celebrity.
It's nice to meet you.
That's a celebrity. This okay with being like, oh shit.
I'm not mad at him at all for his response.
But y'all got mad at me for my Jasmine Cashmere take.
Terrell, this has nothing to do with your Jasmine Cashmere take. I was just bringing up the fact that this bruh is getting, like you said, he get everything he want. Then he got an NFL deal. And Tiana Trump telling him to come move some shit around or some shit. Like, yo, he could definitely feel like he made it, but I feel like end of the day,
is it hate for you to say he didn't make it?
I'm not saying he didn't make it.
If you look at it, it looks like he's on his way to making it.
Y'all keep
just
that's
not
because
the way
you looking at money. Terrell, you just looking at the gold that he getting. Imagine if everything that you talking about was just gold blocks. It was corny shit you did to get it.
Would you say?
You wouldn't be saying that me dipping my nuts in strawberry milk on a roof. You wouldn't say he's getting his bag. He's getting engagements. Everybody's saying that he's nuts and crazy for it because y'all don't keep that same energy with women. And now I'm turning into that combo.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. Don't even make it women. Would you say Charleston White made it?
No.
How not? He literally is everywhere. He's controversial. He sometimes says the wildest shit ever, but he made it.
I don't think...
He makes some good points. You know what I'm saying? But look, he get interviews everywhere because they know he's going to say some big wild shit. His recession, people sometimes love him. People hate him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He made it. Blueface, corny as fuck, can't rap, not good, made it.
I would feel like, bruh, I think you can say, think about it. You brought the nigga up that did this, the dude.
Kabi LeMay.
Yeah, who does the whatever thing. He was the first person doing that, the only person doing that, started a wave of people wanting to do that. That's why he blew up, because he was the only one doing that. This dude that does the lifestyle content that blew up, you wasn't the first person doing this. It's people who do this lifestyle content much better than you. That their content we really enjoy. Your content went viral because you did this shit in the most corniest way. You know what I'm saying? You made this shit look bad. You made the content creators who actually do this look bad. Because think about, like I said, like my boy Rashad, who really does the lifestyle content. This nigga out here, he putting his jacket on, getting dressed. You're doing the bare minimum. I watch my boy do it, and he going out his way for this shit. You know what I mean? You put your jacket on, you
can't say he not going out of his way for this, bro. He putting on his Sunday best.
Terrell, putting on an outfit and then going to Target, any nigga can do for real. And that's why we said, and that's why a lot of people felt like, yo, this not really content creation. This is just kind of like a weird thing that y'all are doing just to post something, it seemed like. Because my thing is this. Normally, we was posting content to at least send a message, whatever. When you post a pic, whatever. You niggas who get dressed and just go to the store and then you go home. Look, store run. You go to the store and you get toothpicks, you get some Lysol, you get whatever. Damn, you ain't even gonna use this shit. We just gonna watch you go in there and leave.
What about the people that clean? It's always lifestyle content where it's Sunday reset, where they taking out the trash, they cleaning up, they spraying shit down and wiping shit off.
And you see, look, that's my thing. That's content that's been out there. Bruh going viral for his, I would respect it more if he was like one of the, like his content was like the content everybody was making, but like on the next level shit. I don't like when niggas go viral for doing petty shit or making yourself look bad. Like, you brought up Charleston White. I feel like Charleston White you could say he was successful because people know his name. You've heard him speak. I've agreed with some of the shit that he said, but like for the most part, Charleston White be on some like not really giving a fuck.
I don't think people take him serious.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think when you moving in that way, you know, I feel like if I wanted to move waste, if I wanted to just be saying fuck niggas and say this nigga at one point, Charleston White had said, he said death to all Bloods and Crips. When you moving like that, you doing whatever you can to get views and clicks. If you moving like that, once the smoke settles, I don't give a fuck if you get billions of dollars with it. The fact that nobody respects you or respects what you do, I feel like you won't be happy at the end of the day. And you're going to eventually, even with millions of dollars, you're going to want to do some shit that people respect. It's a reason why Kobe, after living a whole lifetime of being great in basketball, this nigga is making kids films. And he really would give a fuck what you had to say about it.
But that's not because he didn't feel respected in his...
He's
one of the most respected in his craft,
right.
In his original craft.
And it's, to me, I only use Kobe as an example is because as somebody who's so respected as a human, you always gonna have an itch for your shit to be accepted. You don't want to be doing some shit people think is whack. Oh, but I'm getting money for it. You would never want to do it. Even if you get money, you're gonna be Floyd Mayweather, sitting in a big ass mansion with all the money you got for it, and be like, yeah, but let's keep it on the hush. You're going to be the nigga that wants to keep what you do on a hush. Because you know the majority of the world look at it like, you know, when bro walks in somewhere, you think they clapping and applauding, or you think everybody like, oh, that's the nigga that do the Instagram shit. It's that. It ain't really love.
But now you got to think about it. We live in a culture now where I feel like more people are caring less about what they do than giving a fuck more about money. We live in an OnlyFans culture.
We do.
We live in a culture of people that are saying, fuck it. Whatever I can do, them young niggas was breaking in houses because they said, yo, you got to have shock value if you want to go viral. And it's like y'all putting y'all life on the line for this shit. Because it's fuck what we doing. We getting money, but we paid though. And you right. Black folks and some other folks, we got a bad habit of saying, oh, they got money though.
Yeah, oh, he getting money though.
Yo, don't stop. Why y'all knocking what he doing? Why y'all knocking what she doing? They get in a bag. We do that a lot. Mm-hmm. Oh, but they get in a bag though. Why y'all hating?
Yeah, like, oh, but they get in the bag. Why would you? Come on, bro.
I don't really fuck with it. Tech Corner's back. You know what they used to do? We got to find a real graphic. Wow. Couple things for the Tech Corner this week. Apple has already sold 180,000 of the Vision Pro headsets, which is a $630 million profit. Mm-hmm. And nobody has tried one on. There are no active reviewers that have reviewed it. People just...
Yes, there are.
Nobody owns it and can hold it by themselves.
Oh, nobody owns it.
There's people that have seen it, but nobody says, I've had the Apple Vision Pro for a week, and this is what it's about. Marcus Brownlee just posted about it and was talking about how...
You see what he said?
Yeah.
Dog, me and A-Train got the MetaQuest. It's too fucking expensive. It is.
It's too expensive to just blindly justify... And Marcus Brownlee was saying, shout out to Marcus Brownlee.
Man, he's a legend in my eyes. He's a legend on the YouTube. He's a legend in my eyes. Marcus Brownlee.
He got diamond plaque.
Black excellence, baby. We gonna let him see.
Hey, that rhymed with Brownlee.
Yeah,
it did. But he was talking about how it's just a heavy ass investment. If you know what the Vision Pro is, it's Apple's VR joint. Mm-hmm. Apple where the MetaQuest costs $200, This joint cost $3,500. That's why they sold 108, but they sold 180,000 of them already.
And that's not honest. That makes sense to me. Dog, you know how many people want to buy and be the first to have that Apple Vision Pro? Mm-hmm. Marcus Brownlee was talking about how heavy it was. Then he made another tweet saying, played with it again today. It was dope, but man, it's heavy. Then he made like a third day tweet where he was like, day 3, all I'm thinking about is, man, this is heavy. Hey, look.
Damn.
Me and A-Train both got the MetaQuest 2 last year, right before they announced the damn 3. I got it for our birthday, I think. And, bro, we loved going into the metaverse together. That was one of the biggest highlights of us last year. However, one thing we both could admit is that fucking headset was heavy as hell. And the newest MetaQuest 3, a big part of their next model of that is they wanted it to be super light and super lighter.
Because it strained your neck and stuff, right? Like your neck.
Bro, you can just feel it. I want you to imagine putting your phone in something that could hold your phone right here so that you can have your phone like this. But after a while, you're balancing your phone on your face.
It's heavy as fuck.
So you got to, when you take it off, you're like, whoo. Apple, the way that theirs is built, I remember me and A-Train was like, oh, this joint about to be lightweight. Oh, that joint look like it's lightweight. But when I see Marcus Brownlee and then I start seeing people really with it, I'm like, yo, that joint bulky as I don't know what. No matter what you can do on these VR headsets, I feel like the weight of it is going to impact how long you going to do anything. And the weight of it makes it a physical thing. And it being a physical thing, you're going to have to get prepared to use it. One reason why I don't use my MetaQuest 2 as much as I did when I first got it is because starting it up and entering into that world, physically, I'd be like, I don't feel like putting it on. I don't feel like, I think the future of VR, and I'm going to let you get to the next tech corner thing because we got a lot of tech corner. The next VR, I think the future of VR is beyond where we are now, where we putting shit on our face and it's this big experience, this big device that we putting up here.
Yeah.
Never forget, we had big suitcase type phones, big ass chunk phones people used to call on, and now we're using phones that are thinner than textbooks.
Remember the Google Glass that was supposed to come out? It was the small eyeglass size joint. But it just can't do everything. And it will get smaller, hopefully.
It will. And I think the future is to start small. I would buy a pair of glasses that, let's say like this. You buy a pair of glasses that have Bluetooth. It has the weather, time, and it's Bluetooth. So you could literally, it'll read your messages up here. You put them on, you can see the time, the weather, and then if you get a message, it'll go across.
Yeah.
Start small. I would buy that.
I would
buy that.
And that's how we started.
I don't need
with
to play
devices.
a whole augmented reality game. I just really want this, and that's what Apple's trying to do. They haven't talked about the games you could really play on the
VR yet.
On the Apple Vision Pro. Just task.
Yeah, that's true. Do you remember when Fitbits first came out and it was like, you can get a text message, it won't read it, but it'll let you know. This was before Apple Watch.
Yeah, before Apple Watch.
Me and Terrance worked at Best Buy. So we were able to see the coming of it. I remember when the Wii U was on display. And then they announced the Switch. Then we got the Switch. I remember when they announced the Apple Watch. It was the first one that came out. And that's all it was.
I remember when the first Apple Watches came out, seeing them bitches
Shout out
first.
to my boy Don Sale. He bought the stainless steel joint for $1,000.
Nah, yeah, see, he's nuts.
He bought the you remember?
Yes.
He used to walk around with that band. He'll tell you, it's funny, he'll talk to you about that purchase.
Yeah, you was flexing like shit, Don Sale. If you listen to this, we knew back then this nigga's flex.
I used to be envy. I used to hate that nigga.
Terrell,
yeah, he did. Don Sale, but that's funny because we was in. It was like a competition. It was a competition. I didn't real hate.
Yeah, it's almost like he's the starting quarterback. I'm the
backup. Yeah. But it just goes to show the evolution of things.
He was such a legend at a young age.
I'm telling you.
Look, you was an older nigga jealous of the nigga. He was young. He was like 18.
I was 19. He was 16 and working in the specialty spot. I was like, I can get that spot.
Fuck this nigga. That's literally all black men's black men in a nutshell. Who's the leader? Him always black.
I can get that spot.
Fuck this nigga. If he
but
can
you know
do it,
what?
I can do it.
That's the reason
trauma
why
that we come
fucked
from.
up.
Yeah.
But going forward with the tech corner, Amazon recently purchased iRobot for $1.7 billion in August of last year, and the European Commission is trying to block it because let me tell you something. they said if Amazon get a hold of Roomba, they're going to take over the entire small appliances market as a whole. Because Amazon got plans. You know how you have a... Think about what Roombas do, y'all. Roombas vacuum your floor for you. And you don't need anything. Imagine if I could say, hey, Alexa, and my Roomba go.
And my Roomba go.
But now that Amazon is taking over such a priority in and they said that...
Roomba is number one. I used to work appliances. Yeah. The number one robot vacuum company that's been doing robot vacuums longer than everybody is Roomba. And guess what the world is moving outside of and away from? These joints. They ain't doing the push vacuums no more. Dyson discontinued all of their big belly vacuums. I call it big belly if you got the joint.
The animals? They got rid of all
the animal that I have, discontinued. You can only get the little multi-floor animal joint.
Oh, yeah.
You might be able to get the animal that I got, but they want all of the battery joints and them robot.
Yeah.
Look, because Dyson don't have a robot. Or at least, yes,
Our
they do.
robot got a patent on their specific technology that they use.
Dyson does have
So that's why you could get a joint from Amazon.
You can get the Samsung joint. You can get the Epson joint.
The V890. Remember the Samsung joint?
Yeah.
But it's just something about that technology. And now it's in the hands of the biggest fucking technology company in the world. Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are worried about what that's going to lead to. So they're trying to protect margins from other places. But going forward, another thing that just happened, Apple is now the biggest phone manufacturer in the world. Overtook Samsung for the first time in 12 years.
And that's huge.
After a record low year in telephone sales. This was last year we sold the least amount of cell phones we have sold in, I think, 20 years.
Man.
Because of the pandemic. In the pandemic, they said a lot of people upgraded their phones or something. It had something to do with the pandemic. Across the pandemic, we had so many upgrades that with these new phones, don't nobody really need it. And they said Samsung is struggling with other Android options being more feasible, like Google Pixel, like people don't really get it, but Huawei.
Hell yeah. Because guess what? You can get a great-ass phone at a way better price than a fucking Samsung.
And what's crazy about that is even with all of that, because you can get a Samsung for like $79.
Yeah.
Even with all of their devices, they still sold less, and everybody sold less than iPhone. iPhone is the biggest platform, and it's a huge W, they said, for Apple, because for a long time, Samsung got to run with the biggest phone manufacturer because they're the biggest in appliance. They're the biggest in television. But they're no longer the biggest in phones. It's Apple.
Apple, to me, though, y'all haven't really been coming with nothing special the last 3-4 phones.
That's true.
Like, they thought it was so dope, this feature at one point. Y'all remember?
Notch, yeah, the new one has
the notch and your AT&T and your stuff's going to be... We don't give a fuck about that. Then look, no notch, a circle.
Yep.
And then your phone call will come up here. We don't give a fuck, dog. Y'all used to introduce such dope stuff that I understand creatively. It might be a ceiling that we will see hit, bro. I'm telling y'all. We ain't gonna be using iPhones. Terrell, Crew not gonna be calling you on no fucking iPhone?
Yes, he will.
He won't, bro. Y'all think we're gonna be using an iPhone 30? No.
Well, who's gonna take over? Do you think it's gonna be still an Apple something?
Y'all don't realize that we are currently slaves to the only communications that we have been introduced to. But all it takes is for you to be introduced to a new technology, and it'll make you put that iPhone down. I can attest to this. When me and A-Train first got the MetaQuest Pro, right? Oh, I'm sorry, the MetaQuest 2 last year. And we enter into the, no case?
No pop socket.
No pop socket, man. I'm an OG. I used to work AT&T. I worked at the AT&T store. I'm one of them niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Say the N-word too damn much.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, when me and A-Train got that MetaQuest 2, bro, we did not want to get on the phone. I would say, hey, I'm going to talk to you when I go home. I could not wait to put my headset on and see her little digital body over there. And we had a digital relationship. It was brand new, and we fucked with it. And if it was easier, we probably would be doing that over the iPhone. I was on the MetaQuest saying, how can I get my iMessage on here? How can I get my messages to come here? And I said, you know what? My curiosity is because, like you just said, iPhone probably ain't reporting, oh yeah, y'all the biggest manufacturer, but y'all ain't been selling phones like y'all used to. That's for sure.
I told you, that's been the biggest drop. It was the biggest drop.
It's the biggest drop because, bro, people, we done seen what an iPhone can do.
We good with the one that we got.
We know what it's going to come with. But, bro, I'm telling you, there is something that's going to come, pause, in the future that I swear it won't be an iPhone. It's going to be like, yo, I'm going to just use this thing because, look, I can get I told A-Train, I said, fuck an iPhone. Me and you together, let's turn out shit and then get pixels. And she aired me out on Twitter.
Yeah, because fuck that.
She Kiki Palmer'd me. She Darius'd me.
Apple charged a 30% fee for big app developers to use the App Store platform to sell their next game. If you, Infinity Ward, Epic Games, y'all want to launch an app version, if you want it to be in the Apple Store, we're going to charge you a 30% rate.
Hell yeah.
And they charge smaller developers 15%. And they charge some developers nothing. So there was these big lawsuits, and Apple came out and said, you know what? We're not going to charge anybody anything. Because think about it. We're going to charge you a 30% flat rate on revenue. You know what I'm saying? But whatever you do in-app, you good. Now what Apple has done is everybody can be in the App Store, whoever you want to be. Everybody is going to pay that $0. Because big game developers and big app developers, they were getting mad at the fact that it's not a standard, it's not like a flat rate for everybody. Some people got to pay the 30%, but if you're smaller, you don't have to pay shit. Or if you're if you got a little bit more, whatever, you got to pay 15% or whatever. So they was like, all right, bet. Nobody has to pay anything. But now, if you have any in-app purchases or in-app calls to action, Apple gets 27% of that. If it's an app, if you download, if it was an App Store download. Spotify came out publicly yesterday and called out Apple and said it's bullshit. This bullshit. They're just doing anything to protect profits. Apple came back and said, take your app out of our store then. Yeah,
take your app out of our store then.
Because you know Spotify and Apple don't fuck with each other.
Yeah, of course.
So Spotify comes out publicly and said that. Tim Cook's like, okay, you don't have to use our platform. See how many people download your app without us.
Yeah,
I just became the biggest phone manufacturer.
Yeah.
You can't fuck with me.
You need people downloading Spotify on their iPhone.
Exactly. That's why they said, the news of biggest phone manufacturer comes out, the rate change in Apple, Spotify gets pissed, Tim Cook's like, take your app away then.
And that's what you call, you know how they say, Tim Cook is being Marlo. The price of the brick going up. What the fuck y'all gonna do about it?
Exactly.
Nothing.
There's nothing you can do.
You're gonna be Method Man, or not Method, you're gonna be Cheese outside talking about, what Cheese say before he got shot?
First of all, he was fucked up and spoiler alert for anybody who has not seen The Wire. He fucked over his uncle, got his uncle killed because he made a deal with Omar.
Made a deal with Omar, got his uncle
No, not Omar, but with Marlo.
We the streets now or some shit.
And then that's why my man from D.C., Slim Charles, a.k.a. Big G and Juan Glover,
had to tell him
that was for Joe.
If
y'all haven't seen The Wire, man,
if you haven't seen The Wire, you should feel uncultured. You should feel like, I swag when I surf, and watch me serve swag. But you really Taylor Swift. Look.
You Taylor Swift because you ain't seen The Wire. How you feel about us celebrating 25 years of The Sopranos? You see that? 25-year anniversary?
I love it.
Great show.
Great show.
Y'all should watch that one.
Definitely watch that one.
Mr. Beast posted his first video on Twitter only, on X only. Meaning he didn't upload to YouTube. He uploaded the full video on X, Twitter, because he said he was very curious what his ad revenue payout was going to be from that tweet.
Yeah.
Because, Elon paying people for tweets, even though it don't be shit for real. So, as opposed to uploading what normally his videos go crazy, 10 million, 15 million. So, he uploaded his video to Twitter, and Elon loved the fact that he did it. You got the biggest YouTuber uploading directly to Twitter. So, he uploaded it. The joint got like 150 million impressions or whatever. And the joint ended up making him $250,000.
One video.
One tweet. because everybody watched that Twitter. Now, he came out and said, I feel like, he said my video made over $250,000, but my impressions, he said it might be a little bit skewed because he said he think advertisers saw how good his video was doing and bought space on his.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So his won't look the same. John Denton, shout out to JD, was talking about how he had a tweet with, he got 22 million impressions on the Weekend joint. When he made the Weekend, think about it. Mr. Beast got 150 million impressions and he made $250,000.
Yeah.
JD had 22 million impressions and he said he made $52 on that tweet.
Yeah.
So it's just
ridiculous.
something else that's in there. But the only reason why I brought that up is because if I'm YouTube, that would scare me.
That would scare me too.
That's my biggest guy.
Me and Terrell do Patreon every you know what I'm saying? Every year. Mm-hmm. And it's like, damn, I wonder what that would be like if the Realest 9, y'all imagine Realest 9 not being on Patreon and being on your Twitter.
Every video we upload goes to Twitter.
Every video we upload is on Twitter, but you just got to subscribe to that page, that Twitter page. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Oh, on the protected...
Yeah, like let's say we started a MalloryBros Twitter page where we could give hot takes. We could, one thing I fuck with is Complex Ambition. Shout out to Sound. I fuck with what he does. Uh-huh. Where bruh be informing me. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. What happened?
Uh-huh. He like the news.
Yeah. But I'm saying, what if we had a MalloryBros page that did that, but also it was the place where we uploaded all our content on Twitter? That's a good option.
And
that's not a bad idea.
If you Mr. Beast, I would upload $250,000 a video.
Yeah, I'm going up on Twitter.
I may do that. That's
because guess what?
Like
YouTube, we already know that y'all advertisers are like, we ain't gonna be able to get in there. We don't know what the fuck y'all got going on.
Exactly.
I'd rather fool with Twitter advertisers and see, because like he said, if people saw and jumped on, or it's all about impressions and stuff like that.
And think about it. If you Twitter Blue, you got a specific support team. You got people you can talk to.
Yeah.
YouTube, if you have an issue, Team YouTube on Twitter, you can send them a message. You can't call nobody at Google. You can try to do the chat. It is hell.
It is. And you know what I was thinking about this whole thing? Bruh was getting money off of impressions. Bruh's getting money off people clicking it, posting it, seeing it, sharing it, making a comment. On YouTube, you get paid off of a view and watch time. That's it. Yep. You ain't gonna get paid for them leaving comments.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get paid for real for them sharing it.
Yep.
You can get paid off of views and watch time. Otherwise, they're getting all the money.
Exactly. And you're only getting a penny of that. You see how much money he made from the advertisers that bought placement? It is skewed because you see JD, they only got $52. So can't everybody think, bet I'm about to just upload everything here? Because think about it. JD got that 22 million views. We wouldn't be getting 22 million views on ours. We would be making $4 a video. I get that message all the time that says, you got paid from Twitter. It'd be $12.
Now, my thing when I said we could take it off of Patreon and put it on Twitter is just the place.
The potential of the future.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
Our supporters seeing us tweeting, and I can just retweet the video that I just posted, and you ain't got to switch apps. You just right here.
Yep.
What?
Tell you.
Hey, y'all let us know seriously what y'all think about that, because me and Terrell are in a place where, if there's an opportunity for something like that, I would do it. Like, imagine every video we put on Patreon, we also just have imagine a Realest 9 on Patreon, but also a Realest 9 on Twitter.
And YouTube has the paid option.
YouTube also has the same thing where, if you wanted to keep it all in one.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Anyway, I love to hear that. Shout out to Terrell coming back from D.I. My man got some Tech Corner shit, man. Tech Corner. Hey, look, y'all know who started Tech Corner. I'm the founder. Look, I'm mad because the nigga did good. I'm gonna just remember who started.
You and your Stephen A?
I want my Stephen A. We've been number one since.
Even though Shannon's number one, I'm still the reason.
Shannon's up here, but we've been number one for 10 years straight. Welcome, Shannon.
Yeah.
Whoa, we love this man.
No bullshit.
I should have had the fucking J Prince. Trey, go to the J Prince real quick. You got the drop. Go.
I don't have the
Trey, you can pull it up real quick. You quick to pull up a nigga's name if you want to know a nigga's name. I can talk to it a little bit. It's been a week. Terrell, come on.
Hold on, wait. Let me see. Okay, you talk a little bit about it. I gotta see if I can find it.
I don't want y'all to think that course of action is gone. Course of action is the same thing. Course of action and chance and the choice is low key the same.
Oh, no. Oh, this
is that one.
This one right here. Okay, cool.
He's probably really being interviewed by Charlie.
Every day we wake up, right? a chance and a choice.
He was gonna drink chance.
I mean, and the choices that he make after he get his chance, that's on him. He have to live with that. You know what I mean?
Come on, man. We back in the fact. Back in the building. This one's going to be very easy. It's funny. The first one I got from the A Train. Shout out to the queen of my kingdom.
Okay.
Nigga fucked up with his girl, so he trying to show some love. Shout out to my boo. I just love her. Sometimes I just think about it, bro. You be all tucking up.
He looking at the camera, trying to.
But this is more so, you know what? Chance and his choice. But this one's gonna feel. The first one is gonna feel more like a course of action. I'm gonna let y'all hear this. You on the phone with your girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's cold outside. We done had some cold days on the East Coast. It's about 18 degrees. Cold enough that, bro, when you outside, I had to put air in my tire at the gas station.
Woo.
When I'm going around on the other side, I said, oh no. I'm about to turn into a fucking ice cube out here. But anyway, it's that cold. Your girl get out the car to pump her gas. You on FaceTime with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Young dude says, don't worry about it, ma'am. You can stay in your car. I'll pump it for you. It's too cold out here for you to be standing out here, right? And your girl says, okay, gets back in the car, right?
Uh-huh.
This is not even really course of action or nothing. I want to know what you think about that situation.
I don't trust.
This is the real course of action. I'll say this. Would you rather your girl, because you get a choice and a chance and a chance and a choice, and you know what you do with your choice?
Your chance.
Shit.
He's fucking it up.
Anyway, would you rather your girl sit in the car and have this man pump her gas and she stay warm? Or would you rather her stand out in that biting cold and say, I'm good, I can do it myself?
I feel like it's dangerous, man. Oh my
Barbie,
God.
dangerous. All right, come on. Come on. What's funny? What is funny? It sounds like a hit. Sounds like
An album still charting. Funny as shit that you just randomly said Barbie dangerous.
what would you do?
I don't trust gas station anything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So as much as I feel like I would want my girl to not be in that cold. You know what I'm saying? I just don't trust that this nigga's gonna be on some. You see the joints where the dude try to talk to the girl. She says no. He shoots her or he kills her or he, you know.
Yeah.
I be scared for shit like that. I'm very low. You know what I'm saying? I like to get in, get out, and I like for my family to move low.
Yeah.
So especially if you got my son in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be nervous, but I would want her to be warm. But at the same time,
It'd be a no. Yeah.
I hate to have you out in the cold, but I don't trust this nigga.
Yep.
And I don't want him to think you owe him something. Because some niggas are creeps and think, I just pumped your gas, so that means you got to give me your number.
100%.
So it will be a no for me, personally.
Fellas, ask your girl this. I asked my girl this, and it's funny because your girl going to immediately think about that cold, and she might just say, you know what? If it didn't seem shifty,
If it's an older man, like...
that was A-Train's response. She said if she could feel that old man, I'm just taking care of the women vibe type thing. You know what I'm saying? You get that fatherly figure. Step in, don't worry about it, baby. Yeah. She said even if he was a old and on some whatever shit, she said I might finesse.
Because if it's an older woman, right? And ladies, I guess you can tell me what y'all think about this. As a man, if I see an older woman struggling with her gas, a piece of me be wanting to go and help her.
100%. But I'm so nervous about the world. Yeah.
I'm just so scarred by the world, right?
Yeah.
That sometimes you just mind your business.
Yeah.
But if I see an older, like, you don't have the age-old adage of helping an old lady cross the street. Now, the old lady could be working with the young niggas to get you kidnapped and robbed.
Mm-hmm. Or the old lady will tell you that she's fine because she don't know if you one of the kidnapping robbing niggas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you be scared to come off a certain way to help.
I be wanting to just go up and be like, you know what? I was raised right. I don't feel like you out here with this, you know what I'm saying, in this cold weather. You shouldn't be out here. Just let me finish this for you. You ain't even got to give me a tip. I'm just going to do this for you because I was raised right. She'll let you do it.
Mm-hmm. And then you rob her.
I told you I didn't need any money. Just everything you got. Oh no, I should have said no. Yes, you should have, because now you're outside on your own.
I can't believe it, Jesus.
I can't believe it, Jesus. She at pump 7. Can't believe it, Jesus. I'm spinning a block in that navigator.
See, now we joking about some real shit. But you see, but you're right though. Like the world is fucked up. So you wouldn't trust.
All good jokes can change true shit.
Same rope you climb up on, they'll hang you with. But I remain Jermaine.
But I remain the veil, keeping it real.
All right, look. Fuck it if the shoe fits. Who's the king? This nigga is the best.
Come on. Would you rather? Oh, damn. I got to make sure we finish this so we don't have the battery just whatever on us. But anyway. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, if the clip is fucked up,
go check now. Go check now. Because we're having a good podcast. And this is exactly what something will feel like a good podcast that ends up being fucked.
We got 24% battery.
Okay, we straight.
Should be good.
We straight.
Yeah. Okay. All right, last chance in the choice. This one's more so like chance in the choice. You get the chance to sing everything you say or dance every time you walk. So every time you talk, it's a singing. Or you can dance everywhere you walk.
I would dance everywhere I walk because I could just do a little light two-step.
Nah, you can't do a light two-step. That's not a dance, sir. That's a groove. You have to dance. So when you're walking,
I'm doing Terrance. Okay, give me the singing.
But then think about how annoying that motherfucker is that's singing all the time. Can I get a number 3? Side of fries. You can be working like, look.
And look.
Anything else?
I will have to take the dancing because I feel like you can't get no work done. You can't work anywhere where you singing the whole time. I could work from home and not have to
Terrell, dancing everywhere you walk is insane because that's going to be attention everywhere. You could be low and sing. You just said you like to live low. Well, how you going to walk up to the lady at the gas station and pump her gas when you're like, hey, excuse me, man?
Terrance, but you see, I wouldn't be doing that. But if I'm talking...
Can I help you? With your gas?
If I'm the person that sing everything, then I can't even get the home job from the desk where I don't have to do anything. I'ma still sound crazy in the phone. You can live a good life without having to walk.
You gotta find you a thing that's gonna work for your voice or for your singing.
Terrance, no, you
like
can't
I was
work
thinking
no
about the
way.
nigga that says, crispy, crunchy, cheddar wraps. Have it as a meal or have it as a snack. That nigga for BK? BK. He's probably sitting on some good money somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking too, he had a new jingle or whatever. I said, you know what? This shit's starting to get old. He better come up with some shit because they'll move you right out the way.
Hell yeah. When they get tired of your ass,
man.
The black lady from Popeye's been there forever.
Nah, they got a new black lady. What's going on? She got hips. They got a new black lady walking around there. My ass is fat, and it's probably because of this Popeyes, y'all. Go and get some.
Go look at the board of directors for Popeyes. It'll be very telling.
Mm-hmm. It's going to look like my favorite style to get. I was about to say my favorite meat. That would have been crazy.
All right, bet. That's it for the chance and the choice, right?
That's it for chance and the choice.
All right, bet. Do we have movie suggest?
Yes, we do. My movie suggestion of the week. Terrell, you got to look it up for me because I don't know when it came out, but we randomly started talking about this last night, me and the A-Train, and I said, oh, that's the movie suggestion of the week. It's called, and it might have been before, it's going to be a movie called The Butterfly Effect.
Oh, yeah.
If you have never seen this movie, The Butterfly Effect, Ashton Kutcher, it's got that dude, Sean... I forget what his name was. No, that's not his name.
His name ain't no damn Sean. Ethan Suplee is in it. My man from
Ain't he smart? Okay, bet. All I'll say is this is when Ashton Kutcher was at its height. He was in Guess Who. People forget that Ashton Kutcher was a movie star. Dude, Where's My Car? Ashton Kutcher was a star and he was rich. He's also still smart as shit. Even though him and Mila Kunis was on that bullshit with that dude from Friends.
Exactly.
They got caught in the mix with that.
I remember.
However, This movie, man, I was a young dude. It's not a scary movie, but the realism of this movie will probably scare you. Only because you start thinking about, realities. And that's really what this movie is about. This dude is able to write in his journal that he had when he was a kid and change what happened in the stories back then, and his life would change.
It's the butterfly effect.
It's the butterfly effect.
He would go back in time and say, nah, I don't want to talk to this girl. But then when he goes
Forward
to
in
present
time.
day, now certain shit different, or a motherfucker's dead. And it's like,
Well, when you talk to so-and-so,
it's the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
If you go back in time and change something, you're going to fuck with something in the future.
hell yeah.
It was brilliantly done. It's available on YouTube for $3.99, and then it looks like it's on Amazon Prime for $3.99 too. So you got to see if you can get the...
That's going to be a hard one for y'all to see because we pulled it out our ass.
My movie suggestion of the week is a movie called Saltburn. We have not finished it.
Oh, it's a movie. I thought it was a series.
No, it's a movie. It stars the dude from Euphoria that plays Nate.
Ellerdy.
Leonard Ellerby. No.
Jacob Ellerdy.
Jacob Ellerdy.
Something like that, yeah.
And it stars my guy from the Banshees of Inisherin, or whatever that the dude was. The young boy with the crazy eyes.
Yeah.
He's in it. Let me find out his name.
Saltburn. What is Saltburn about without ruining it? Because I've heard a lot about that. Is it a whodunit? Is it a...
Barry Keoghan is his name. Saltburn, let me tell y'all this. I'm not telling y'all to watch this movie because it's good. I'm telling y'all to watch this movie because we was watching that joint last night and we still got like 40 minutes left in it. We don't know how it ends. But it is the craziest, wildest, most confusing shit ever. Oh my God, you will watch that movie. Just search Saltburn review. The only reason we watched it is because G was on TikTok and said, yo, people are talking about this movie and saying it's crazy. We should watch it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, fuck it. We'll watch it. So we watching it, bro. That is the wildest. We only seen the beginning of it. The first 40 minutes of it. But y'all should watch it with your girl because it's just weird and it creates good conversation. This is a movie recommendation that is not something that you're going to be like, yo, that movie was good. It's probably going to be like, that movie was wild as shit you just told me to watch.
Oh, okay. Is it like that movie? What was that movie where everybody was watching Shawty get fucked on the boat? Come on, we all watched it. We all watched it. There was a Netflix movie that came out. Everybody watched it because bro was chaining Shawty up and he was fucking her on that boat.
That was 365 days.
365 days. Yeah, we all checked that one.
He kidnapped the chick. And then she fell in love with the nigga.
If that ain't the sickest shit.
Exactly. But this is not like that, bro. It is it's kind of raunchy, but it's not like that. Like that was like a softcore porno type joint. And then it turned hardcore. This joint is it's about a young boy that has this weird attraction for this guy he goes to college with. That's all I'm gonna say. Barry Keoghan's character is in love with Jacob Ellerdy's character. But Jacob Ellerdy's character is
probably just a regular
straight
dude.
so far in our movie. I don't know if he kind of like one of them white boys that'll kiss you on a cheek type shit. So this dude be fucking with it. No way they hired Ron.
Eagles interviewing former Washington head coach Ron Rivera for their defensive coordinator job. Do y'all know what our fucking defense looked like?
Y'all don't have them pieces they got in film.
Look. Absolutely, we need him, and he values linebackers. What? Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Oh, that's what they saying. Eagles fans are delusional. Yeah, hey, look. We getting ready to head right off into the NFL picks anyway, so go ahead and play the drop.
But yeah, not Banshees, but Saltburn is on Amazon Prime. It is an Amazon Prime original. So if you want to watch it with your girl, I would suggest you smoke. Get you a little high and watch it because it'll probably be even crazier because it's like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? But we had a dope ass combo because we like, this is some wild ass shit we watching.
This is some crazy shit.
But without further ado,
you lost a little bit of octave on that joint. NFL picks, baby, we back. 4-0 in the divisional round, and we headed right off into the conference championships.
Yes,
if your team is being talked about this week, you should be feeling so great. especially if your team's been hated on all year. Detroit Lions, as fans, y'all should feel the best. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Chiefs and 49ers fans, y'all know what this is about. Ravens fans, how about them fucking Ravens, and how about Lamar actually doing what he's supposed to do?
Yes, sir.
How about having a great team and actually doing what y'all supposed to do with great pieces?
Mm-hmm.
But to me, this is going to be the week where I say, you know what, Lions? For y'all to be in the championship, I wouldn't want nobody taking any smut off of our way getting there. I won't say y'all had an easy path. I won't say nothing. I'm proud of y'all as a team. So, respect from last week goes to these 4 teams that we see right here.
The Ravens.
Chiefs, 49ers, and, of course, the Lions.
I will say this. I was right about the Chiefs. I tried to tell y'all. The Chiefs will be that team that you will just make it seem like they won't go nowhere, and they will fuck around and be back in the Super Bowl. Packers put up a good fight. We love to D'Amico Ryans and C.J. Stroud. They're going to have a good year next year again. But I was so glad to see Lamar get that playoff win and be the catalyst for it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. The defense balled out, but him having them rushing touchdowns and the 2 passing touchdowns and the 400 TOT yards, like, I'm just so happy for Lamar. I told y'all at the beginning of the season I had a Lamar agenda. And I think this might be my boy's year.
And that's true. He definitely had a Lamar agenda. Terrell, I don't know what episode it was, and I was trying to find it, but I'm not going to be able to find it. But go watch the episode where I talked about the NFL script, and if y'all think that I was tripping, or we talked about the NFL conspiracies. Some of y'all know the episode. But and it wasn't too far. It was like 6 or 7 episodes ago. But right when all the Taylor Swift stuff started, I told y'all that the Chiefs was gonna be in the Super Bowl because the NFL is not about to fumble this bag.
Yep.
Y'all realize that didn't they ask Taylor Swift to do the Super Bowl, but she won't do it?
They asked Taylor Swift before, and she turned it down.
She continuously turned it down.
Yeah.
So then you know what they said? Got her ass. How can we keep her fans watching, right, without even paying her? So far, we know. But, like, her coming to the game, bro, Pacheco scored in the game last night, and they went right to Taylor Swift. Yep. It ain't even got to be Travis Kelce that scores. If y'all don't think they don't want to see Taylor Swift, I swag when I surf. Now watch me surf with swag. At the Super Bowl? Come on,
Nah,
bro.
yeah. Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl versus the 49ers or the Lions.
It's going to be versus the 49ers.
I can see, that's the thing. Lamar and them, I just don't think the Chiefs will win. And I guess we can make our picks. I'm picking the Ravens to win because I will not pick the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl.
Let's do it the right way. Sunday, January 28th,
Okay.
No Saturday games. That's going to suck. We got to figure out what we're going to do with our Saturday, fellas. But 3 o'clock game, Chiefs and Ravens. You're picking Ravens.
I'm picking the Ravens. I got a Lamar agenda. I think this is Lamar's year to go to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, and get MVP.
Yeah. I'm picking the Chiefs. I feel like there's an agenda out there. Pat Mahomes, if he goes and wins another Super Bowl, he will officially be literally the greatest of his new generation.
If he wins another Super Bowl and gets another Super Bowl MVP, and he's a 3-time Super Bowl winner, 3-time Super Bowl MVP,
he might just be the GOAT, y'all. I just saw the tweet yesterday where it said that Pat Mahomes, he didn't get 3 Super Bowl MVPs.
who was MVP? His second league MVP or whatever. He won an MVP at the Super Bowl.
Who did? Because they got 2 rings, right?
They got 3 now.
They got 2 rings.
They got 2.
Pat and them.
Pat and them, yeah.
Yeah. And Pat has 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
Super Bowl MVPs. You keep talking. I'm going to figure that out.
Pat has 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and I feel like if he goes and wins this again, he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks ever. I saw a tweet. I think he already is up there. But I saw a tweet that said, in all 6 of his starting seasons, he's made it to the AFC Championship.
He got 2. He has 2 MVPs.
2 Super Bowl MVPs.
And all of his seasons, yeah. And all of his... If he wins the Super Bowl and gets Super Bowl MVP, he will be a 3-time Super Bowl MVP winner.
And a 3-time Super Bowl winner.
And a 3-time Super Bowl.
1-time MVP.
Yep.
Man, Pat Mahomes is that dude, man. And I feel like the NFL kind of feels that. And I feel like they want to keep him on top, low-key. I feel like when the Bills ran that 4th and 5 to Damar Hamlin, I said, oh, y'all were trying to create a little moment with this, and it didn't work. And I feel like the NFL, I said, okay, bet, we're going to have the Bills win this game on the back of Damar Hamlin, or we're going to ride this Taylor Swift wave to the Chiefs, to the Super Bowl. I'm picking the Chiefs.
I'm picking the Chiefs, too.
Lions at
No, I'm picking the... What?
I'm picking the
for
Chiefs.
the script.
For the script. You picking the Ravens. I want the Ravens to win. Ravens fans, let me make that very clear. I'm rooting for the Ravens. I just think that I think the script is written, though.
I don't think if Mahomes wins the Super Bowl and gets another MVP, he's going to be the GOAT. I still
neither.
think it's Brady. Brady
I
got
still
5.
think it's Brady. Brady got 6.
He got 5 MVPs, Super Bowl MVPs, and he has 7 rings.
7 rings, yeah.
So
he got the picture where he got ring.
All right, Terrance, you just said 8. I don't think he got 8.
Look, ring.
He got 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6.
6.
Sam. No, just 6 rings then. He got 6 like y'all. Because you counting Terrell sucks on this computer. Wow, I got my computer right here. I'm sorry, y'all. All you got to do is search Tom Brady rings.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He got 7.
I told you 7 rings. He like Future. But anyway, NFC Championship. Shout out to the Detroit Lions again. Y'all get my respect for the rest of the year.
Get ready to say you talk so much shit about the Lions and said that they were basically like y'all.
I do still think the Lions are basically like us.
Terrance, no.
With a couple of they're one great draft. We're one great draft away from being the Detroit Lions in Washington.
Terrance,
but anyway,
I think y'all got work to do. They have a Jared Goff who's solid.
Yeah,
they
you're
got
right.
Look, y'all need.
They got an Aiden Hutchinson, that draft pick that
oh my
worked
God,
out.
Aiden is such a beast.
He's a beast.
And look, Sam Laporta out of nowhere.
Beast. That's why I said we have a good draft. Do you know that they have 4 draft picks that are all out there, rookies
Balling.
killing it?
Yep.
Detroit Lions at San Francisco 49ers. It's going to be in the Bay, 6:30. It's really going to be 3:30 on the West Coast. This is 6:30 Eastern time, which means you got a prime time. It's 3:30 in the Bay. Lions.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough one.
I'm picking the 49ers.
I might be wrong about this, and I don't care. The season's over for my picks. Shout out to Whole 9 Watch for still sticking
Man,
through
shout out
for the
to Whole
playoffs.
9 Watch.
But I'm picking the Lions, man. I don't see how you don't root for that Lions team to win. And I know they're not at Ford Field where they normally are great. But
Lions, if y'all win this game, man, I don't think anybody can tell you that you had a easy ride to the Super Bowl.
Now,
I think that's what you can expect.
I'm picking the 49ers.
Picking the 49ers?
As much as I love that Lions team, if I'm keeping it 100, I feel like the 49ers will win. That 49ers team, I just don't see them not making it to the playoffs, especially with the NFL script. You seen how the NFL Super Bowl logo is purple and it has that red, and people say it's gonna be Ravens 49ers. They said it before the playoffs started.
Yeah.
Sticking to the script. I think the 49ers will win at home.
I was just about to say that the Lions struggled a little bit against the Buccaneers, but the 49ers struggled against the Packers. And both the Packers and Buccaneers are both 9-8, made it to the playoff type teams. So it's definitely going to be an interesting game. I think it's going to come down to the coaches. I'm picking the 49ers, and I'm thinking we're going to see a Super Bowl rematch of the Chiefs and the 49ers, because they was in the Super Bowl before just with Jared Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Man, hell no.
Trent. What baby say?
I want them to go to the I want the 49ers. I would like to see a 49ers Super Bowl game against the Baltimore Ravens, the 2 best teams in the league. The number 1 seeds battle it out for the
okay,
title.
yeah. That'd be nice. I would also like to see Lions-Ravens for Super Bowl. Yo,
yes,
that's
100%
different,
would love to see. I would love if the Lions win. I would be dope. I just know Lamar would then win.
Lions.
And if the Ravens win,
Lions fans, y'all are 2 games away from being able to say that y'all won the Super Bowl if y'all can just get 2 more wins. Every team.
It's so much happening for the Ravens, though, that I want to happen. Like, I want Lamar to get his ring and his MVP. I want Odell to get his 2nd ring. Just
because.
off the strength.
Yeah.
I want. They got Ronald Darby. You remember Ron Darby, PG legend. He's playing for the Ravens. He might get a ring.
Darby play for us?
He probably did for 1 year. He played for us 1 year.
Yeah, he played for y'all.
But you also got Dalvin Cook, who signed with the Ravens after leaving the Jets. And he might. I want him. I would like to see some of these players get a ring.
Do they have Calais Campbell still? No, Calais Campbell plays on the
Atlanta
Falcons.
Yeah,
they do got some pieces that I want to see put it together. They got a good team. And look, we DMV natives. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing Baltimore go ahead and get one, but I also wouldn't mind seeing Baltimore lose because Baltimore thinks they are the Maryland team. They think they're the DMV team, and right now
they are. Y'all, you think it's y'all?
Well, in history, it's been us, but it's definitely not us now.
Yeah.
I love seeing the Baltimore, them doing that Baltimore dance.
Uh-huh.
I love seeing it. Y'all about to be doing that outside the Super Bowl. If y'all win. All right, Terrell, come on, let's finish the drop. Let's get out of here. Episode 185. Shout out to everybody. It's cold as fuck outside. COVID is going around or something. Me and Terrell both had it. So take your vitamin C. Let's stay safe. It's going to be cold for the next 2 months.
100%, y'all. What he just said it all. Stay inside if you can. Till next time.